All right, guys, Bitcoin back up to $101,000. I think my last video I made was like 3 days ago. Bitcoin was down to like $96,000. And all of a sudden, we get this major pump yesterday, a $5,000 pump, right back up above $100,000. Really interesting. I'm not sure what caused it. I'm not sure who's behind it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. It is overall bullish to see that kind of a rebound. Interestingly, the altcoins are recovering, but they really haven't recovered to where they were before the dump. So this is kind of like mainly a Bitcoin type thing. I guess my only concern would be if Bitcoin dumps right now, like say we get a dump right now, which honestly, guys, there's probably an 80% chance it's going to happen that we get a dump under $100,000. You'll probably see your altcoins dump 20, 30%, just like they did a couple days ago. So I'd say this is kind of a weird time. I'm not like super excited about this pump above $100,000. I feel like it's almost a mind fuck. Bitcoin can really be a mind fuck, and I feel like that's what it is right now. I mean, I'm glad to see it, and I'm glad to see the altcoins hanging on strong. We're definitely in a bull market. We're definitely in alt season. That's great. I just don't think we're going to see the next phase, the phase two of the alt season, until closer to the inauguration, or at least after Christmas. But I could be wrong. I mean, we could dump to we could pump to $110,000 tonight, for all I know. I mean, most of these altcoins up 10, 15%. I saw Cardano back up to 113. We were at 121 or almost 130. Then we dumped under $1 when Bitcoin dumped, and now we're at 113. The biggest rebounder, I'd say, is XRP. XRP back up to almost 2.5 cents, 2.4, which is interesting. So we're definitely in alt season, guys. When Bitcoin pumps, altcoins are going to pump as well. I just don't trust what's going on right now. I mean, I think we're probably going to be under $100,000 by the weekend again. I mean, that's just me. It doesn't matter either way. So don't get mad at me either way. I'm just saying that's kind of what I'm anticipating, to go back under 100 again and then kind of just hang out there. Hopefully we get a bigger pump in these altcoins before we do have a pullback. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe there's something else going on. Maybe there's a bunch of people buying Bitcoin right now. Maybe we're getting ready for phase two, and Bitcoin's going to go to $150,000 by Christmas. We got that Santa rally. I really don't know. Things feel a little off to me, is all I'm saying. And, I wouldn't be like, super bullish on we're going to $120,000 next week. I think we do have more room to dump in a lot of these altcoins. All right, let's see what else is going on. I saw that Microsoft rejected buying Bitcoin. Michael Saylor's case for Microsoft buying Bitcoin gets rejected by shareholders. MicroStrategy Executive Chairman Michael Saylor said during Microsoft shareholder meeting that the software company could convert cash flow dividends, buybacks, and debt into Bitcoin. Saylor's network has grown by billions of dollars as this company plunged into Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, because they're not a reckless company like MicroStrategy. Why in God's name would you be buying Bitcoin now at $100,000? Yeah, I mean, you could have bought it last year or 2 years ago at $20,000. Nobody should be buying Bitcoin right now at $100,000, especially a big publicly traded company like Microsoft. That's my thing with Michael Saylor. I've said this a million times. Everything's going to bite him in the ass. Right now, he's in the bachelor party phase. He's having sex with all the strippers. There's like a big gangbang going on. He's having fun. He's smoking crack. He's having great. Everybody's like, oh, this guy's a party animal. Meanwhile, this time next year, he's got AIDS. He's got herpes. His penis is falling off. His liver's failing because of all the alcohol poisoning. I mean, I know that's a horrible analogy, but that's what goes on in these crypto bull markets. And that's kind of what I want to talk about a little bit in this video today, is that you guys have to realize, I know you guys have all lived through these markets, but a lot of times people forget, we are in the euphoric phase now. We are in the 4-year cycle. I get it. Trump's coming in. That's great. But there's always something. There's always a catalyst that takes us into the bull market, just like there was in 2021. If Trump wasn't coming in, we'd probably still be going into a bull market. We probably wouldn't have pumped as hard, but we'd still definitely be bullish right now because we're in the 4-year cycles. So I think a lot of people are getting a little bit ahead of themselves. A lot of this, Bitcoin's going, I saw this one, Bitcoin Bitcoin's going to $200,000. Coinbase to join S&P. Blah 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 blah. Bitcoin's probably not going to $200,000. Every bull market, none of the predictions ever come true. When I first got into crypto, Bitcoin topped out at like 17,000. Everybody said it was going to 25,000 and made the 17. Everybody said Bitcoin was going to $100,000 in 2021. Everyone, Michael Saylor, CNBC, everybody, Tom Lee, even the guy I respect, Tom Lee, everybody, Bitcoin's going to 100 and made the 72. Was it 72? Something like that, 72, and then we dumped. Now everybody's saying Bitcoin's going to 200. It's not going to 200. I hope it does, but it's probably going to like 130, 150. Then we're going to go into a bear market. I'm also seeing everybody talking about, oh, this bull market's going to last at least till the end of 2025. No, it's not. It's not lasting to the end of 2025. It's probably going to be fizzling out by April. And it might hang on for another couple months going into summer, and people are going to think it's coming back, and we may still get some bullishness going into the summer. But it's not going much past that. And if it does, it's going to do something that Bitcoin's never done before, and I just don't feel like that's happening. Another thing I'm starting to hear from people is it's different this time. And I was talking to somebody the other day. They're like, oh, yeah, we're not going to have a bear market this time. It's different because Trump's coming in and everybody's bullish on crypto and all the banks are buying it and MicroStrategy and Microsoft and everybody loves their Bitcoin. It's different this time. There's no catalyst to take us into a bear market. We hear that every cycle. Every cycle, everybody comes out and says it's different. It's not different. These are just simply markets, guys. Bitcoin is overinflated. It's not worth $100,000. It's really not. People are just willing to pay $100,000. Once this bear market comes, nobody's going to give a shit about Bitcoin for another 3 or 4 years. I mean, you have to go back and look at the last 2 or 3 years with Bitcoin. Nobody gave a shit. I wasn't even making videos. It was boring. There was nothing happening. Nobody was talking about Bitcoin. But now we're in a bull market, so everybody's talking about it. Bitcoin's probably minimally going back down to $40,000 in the bear market. I think with Michael Saylor, it's probably going back down to 20, maybe even lower because of the damage Michael Saylor is going to cause. And you can find everybody talking about it right now. I go back on Reddit. It's very, very popular right now just talking about how much of a scam MicroStrategy is. I don't understand MicroStrategy. They have 386 million or 1,000 Bitcoin, worth 36 billion, but its market cap is 77 billion. And the company has been losing money every quarter since 2023. So it's not really a profitable company other than it buys Bitcoin. The only thing propping up MicroStrategy profits is that Bitcoin's going up. So the only meaningful thing the company is doing is buying Bitcoin. It's a company that basically solely exists to buy Bitcoin. It borrows money to buy Bitcoin. Say Bitcoin price continues to rise. But will it rise faster than the debt interest rate? How will it cover expenses, pay the debt, interest, pay the debt? What if all goes down like 2022? And it's not a what if. We know we're going to have a bear market in crypto. It's not like, will we have a bear market? I don't know. Maybe. No, we're having a bear market. So here's what people are saying. What if Bitcoin goes down like 2022? Will MicroStrategy be able to pay the debt? No, they won't, right? We know that. They won't. I don't think it's a sustainable business model. I'm all for people investing in Bitcoin, but MicroStrategy is a masterclass in speculative craziness. I actually worry about its impact on Bitcoin itself when things go badly. This is what I've been talking about on this channel for the last 6 months to a year. And remember, I made money on MicroStrategy. I was holding MicroStrategy for a year, but it's clearly a Ponzi scam that's going to pull. Seems like an obvious rug pull situation that will cause a lot of people to lose their money. And everyone will say there were signs all along. Of course. It's even better than that. He buys Bitcoin, meaning Saylor. Saylor buys Bitcoin by the thousands with 0% free money. If you think that's crazy, remember there are people giving him billions of dollars to do it. And here's the last one I'm going to read. It's only great if Bitcoin continues to rise. If it falls enough that creditors start to call their margins, it's not going to be a good day. And that's why FTX went under. That's why Celsius and BlockFi went under, because Bitcoin went to a price where they had to call their margins and they couldn't pay it and they went to fucking zero. And that's what's going to happen with MicroStrategy as well. So I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade and be like negative. I'm happy. We're all going to make money in Bitcoin. It's going to be great. All the altcoins are going to do well. I've been saying that for a long time. But if you don't get out, by the time MicroStrategy collapses, ooh, it's going to be nasty. And now Russia, leak reveals Russia's bid for Bitcoin reserve amid huge 2025 price prediction. So now even Russia is trying to get in and buy Bitcoin. All these people coming in trying to buy Bitcoin at its all-time highs. Like, it's so crazy. It's all dumb money. There's so much dumb money. And the problem is, now the dumb money is not just us, retail money. Like, the dumb money was me in 2017 buying Litecoin at $200. Like, that was dumb money. Now you have entire countries looking to buy Bitcoin at its all-time high. I mean, I don't know. A dumb money retail investor is one thing, but a dumb money country, ooh, that could really take that country into the gutter. Anyway, breaking. Cardano price prediction hints at a $15 Cardano sometime in 2025. I don't think that's happening. I guess it's going to be like more of a negative. I guess I'm just trying to have like a reality check, guys. Look, you should have been buying Cardano at 23, 30, 40 cents. We're going to sell it at probably most of it between $4 and $5. We're going to get a 15 to 20x out of Cardano. It's not going much higher than that. We could get a $10 Cardano, an $8 Cardano. We're not getting no $15 Cardano. See, you're starting to see all these price predictions out right now, and they piss me off because I just know everybody's going to lose all their money. Bitcoin price reclaims $100,000 on CPI relief as traders see $110,000 next. I think until we get to $110,000, we're not going to see phase 2 of alt season. So I think right now we're just going to be in a range, $101,000, maybe with like $105,000, you're going to start to see, oh, this is great. But you really want to see Bitcoin hanging out above 105, 110 would be better. Then we'll see the next leg up for these altcoins, which I think is going to happen pretty soon. I mean, definitely within the next month for sure. But we have to have a little bit of a reality check and just kind of like see how things are going here. Now, I did see Tom Lee on CNBC. This is a lot about Bitcoin, but he's just talking about the markets in general, just about what's going to happen in 2025, at least for the first half. Let's see what he has to say. I always like Tom Lee.
Unstrat's head of research and a CNBC contributor with us, as you see, at Post 9. Welcome. It's good to see you.
Great to see you.
Let's hit tech first. Should we be surprised at this resurgence, this melt-up? And it's maybe caught some people by surprise?
I think investors should realize 2024 has been a year of surprising strength. The market has avoided so many opportunities for weakness, and now we're entering the final weeks of the year where we know there's still $7 trillion of cash on the sidelines and quite good visibility in next year. So I think stocks should finish very strong.
Why do you think money is going to the mega caps now in the manner that it is? It's up 1.75% today, the NASDAQ, up almost 4% over a month, and able to achieve this milestone.
One reason is mega caps have been leading. So it's sort of what people reach into the shelf when they're risk on. But second, we know that when interest rates fall, the mega caps actually are very sensitive to that. And I think today was a day where the odds of a December cut increased. You know, the probabilities are now solidified, and that's actually bullish for tech.
Because the CPI was, you know, some would say sticky, but it was largely in line. Is that how you read it?
Yeah, that's right. And I think it's allowing...
And look, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I just wanted to stop it right here because you're seeing even on CNBC, look what they have right here in the headline. Bitcoin tailwind set up for a $250,000 Bitcoin. It's like that Ronald Reagan thing. There you go again. They're setting people up for failure, just like they did in 2017, 2021, and they're doing it again. We're not getting no $250,000 Bitcoin, guys. By this time next year, Bitcoin's probably going to be $50,000, $40,000. Like, we're going to be in a major, major bear market. Anyway, Tom Lee saying that we're probably in for at least the first half of 2025 to be extremely bullish. I saw that Donald Trump was at the stock market today, and I think that's going to be a tailwind that keeps us bullish. We have to have the stock market bullish and traditional markets bullish for Bitcoin to really, really reach its potential. And guys, $150,000 Bitcoin I think is certainly in the cards, which is great returns when you think that Bitcoin went down to like $23,000 or whatever it went down to. From 23 to 150, that's pretty damn good. And that'll probably mean a $4, $5, $6 Cardano, a $5 XRP, a $20 Theta. Like, you pick your coins, a $700 Litecoin. A V-chain probably 30, 40, 50 cents. Like, we're going to get all these prices we talked about. I'm not trying to be like negative. I'm just starting to see all the warning signs. I'm seeing the big funds getting into Bitcoin. The Michael Saylor is the Mashensky, the Celsius guy. Was that the Celsius guy? The Alex Mashensky? Michael Saylor is the Alex Mashensky, the Rand Nooner. He's all these guys in one from 2022, 2023 going into the bear market. All these guys who were, remember, BlockFi, Alex Mashensky, all these guys were heroes. Sam Bankman-Fried, he was a hero. Sam Bankman-Fried was getting invited to the White House, right? He was giving congressional testimony in the bull market, because in the bull market, if you're in crypto, you're great, you're doing great, everybody loves you, you're a saint. Oh, come on in, we love you. But in the bear market, everything fucking collapses, and you either go to zero or you go to jail, because a lot of these big companies are doing shady things to leverage their Bitcoin. So I'm not trying to be like a damper on the mood or anything like that, but I know a lot of people don't like when I say it, like, oh yeah, I'm not really into Bitcoin as a long-term thing, because I think there's going to be computers that hack it, and I just don't trust what's going to happen in the future with the blockchain, especially with Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor is now the king of Bitcoin. He is the overlord. Michael Saylor will probably have more Bitcoin than Satoshi at some point. Do you really feel comfortable with your entire life savings at the hands of Michael Saylor, a guy who spends most of his day on a yacht in Miami with strippers? I'm sorry, guys. I just don't. I mean, call me fucking crazy. I'll hold some Bitcoin, but I'd much rather have my real estate, my gold, some stocks, some cash. I'm not putting everything in Bitcoin with that guy in charge of it, when all he has to do is say, I'm selling it, and it all goes to zero. Or he can't buy anymore and it all drops 80%. I'm not gonna go too long. But I just want to say, guys, things are looking good. I'm happy with the price action. Everything we've said on this channel is coming true. You're starting to see all the flamboyant articles about $200,000 Bitcoin, $15 Cardano. That means we're in a bull market. You don't see those predictions when we're in a bear market, but you have to remember, we're not getting anywhere near that. Bitcoin's already had a big run. 150 is going to be difficult for Bitcoin to get to. Anything above 100,000 is going to be difficult. Look at the hard time Bitcoin's having right now staying above $100,000. You're thinking it's going to pump another $50,000 easily? It's not, guys. It's not. We might only get a high of 125 for all I know. But that doesn't matter, because even if Bitcoin only goes to $125,000, that still means your altcoins are going to do extremely well, and we're still going to make a ton of money. But you have to get these unrealistic expectations out of your head, because that's how you have to remember. I've said this a million times. Most of you guys are not going to make any money in crypto. You're going to hold right back into the bear market, and you're just going to do something stupid. You're not going to sell. We've seen this before. We have studies on this, that most people don't make money in crypto. They all make money on paper, but they don't make money in the reality. When we start selling our crypto, February, March, April, in that time frame, depending on how things go, I'm going to get a lot. When I make a video saying I just sold half my Cardano, all the comments are going to be negative. I just want you guys to realize that. It's all going to be like, oh, you idiot. You sold it was going up higher. And it probably will go up higher. But that's the dumb money that we're dealing with. These people will never sell. Most people are just going to hold because they're going to read the CNBC article. Oh, Bitcoin $200,000. Well, we're at 150 now. It's going to 200 because that's what CNBC says. So I might as well keep it. And then we get a big dump back down to 90. And they're like, oh, this is just your normal correction. It's a correction. Then we're at 70. Oh my, it's just a correction. We're having a big dump right now. We're coming back. And then we're at 40, 30. And it doesn't come back because the dump is a bear market dump. Remember, the bear market, you don't come back. You just keep dumping. And that's what a lot of people seem to forget. So if you're waiting for this $15 XRP, $20 XRP, this $15 Cardano that they're talking about right now. If you're waiting for a $15 Cardano, you're just going to lose all your money, and you're going to be holding Cardano right back down to 23 cents, which is probably where Cardano is going to be in about a year and a half. It's going to be right back down to 23 cents. So, like I said, I'm right. I know I am. I don't care what's going on in politics. I don't care that Trump is pro-crypto, and they're putting a pro-crypto guy in there. That's great. It's great for crypto, but that doesn't mean we're not going to dump and not have another bear market. That's just not how it works. There's going to be some big catalyst that comes out in April, May, June, or something, some horrible news, as it always does, and that's going to take Bitcoin into the bear market. I personally think it's going to be Michael Saylor related. We'll see. It could be some other exchange going down. What the hell is this? Got this pop up here. But we have to realize right now we have about 3 or 4 months to make our money and get out. You get in, you get out. And if you stick around, to this party too long, you get busted by the cops and you end up in jail. That's kind of how it works. We're in the Bitcoin party right now. It's great. We're euphoric. It's wonderful. We're gonna have a very good couple months, guys, going into spring. I'm telling you, it's great. It's gonna be awesome. We're all gonna make a ton of money. You just have to understand, if you don't get out, you're gonna lose it all. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.